Cedric. There's someone at the door. Yeah, it's Christian. Can I come in? Yeah, of course. Yeah, come on in. Coolio. Hey, I need to talk to you real quick. I got some scripts for Berean Talk I need you to take a look at. Seriously, right now? You need to show me this right now. I'm working. What do you want? Oh, dude, calm down. It's not that serious. It's not gonna take that much time. But what are you doing? Like, what are you, typing a paper or something? If you must ask, yes, I am typing a paper right now. And I'm actually glad you're here because I can tell you a little bit about it. But, I mean, I can look at the description a little bit. But you want to hear about this? I mean, yeah, I'd love to hear about it, but you know I'm on a tight deadline with these videos. I haven't made a video in, like, weeks. And I just said a couple of days ago that I was going to be doing more. So I need you to help me out. Oh, so you're desperate. Well, listen, if you listen to what I've got to say, right? You listen to what I've got to say, you know, look at your little scripts, and then we can move on. How about that? Hold on. Okay, listen. First of all, I don't like your derogatory attitude, but fine, I'll listen if you're going to help me out. That's the spirit, that's what I'm talking about, that's the Christian I know. Listen, have a seat and prepare to have your mind blown completely. Alright then, bro. Here, just hold these, put them on your desk or whatever. Let me see those. Rubbish. Yeah. Alright, let's begin. Did you just call those rubbish? Alright, whatever. What are you talking about, bruv? Anyways, alright. So, the paper is about, check this out, animals and natural disasters. Okay. Natural disasters. So is that like when like deer and rabbits hide before like a thunderstorm or something? Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. However, this one is about squirrels. Squirrels? No, I'm talking about snails. Yes, squirrels. That's what I just said. You know the little tree rats that run all over the southern United States where you live. Alright, dude. Pump the brakes. I know what squirrels are. You don't gotta be like that. It's not necessary. Good. You know what a squirrel is. That way we don't have to have that conversation. Alright. So you know how squirrels, right? They bury their nuts, especially before winter, you know, for hibernation, whatever they say it's for. But they do it year round. Do you know why they do that? I mean, I'm guessing it's kind of like when dogs bury bones, something like that. Of course you thought that, typical American. No, they don't do it like dogs with bones. They do it to predict earthquakes. Earthquakes. Okay, Cedric. Alright, Christian, don't be smug. Do you actually want to know why they do it for earthquakes? Yes or no? Yes. Alright, go ahead, tell me. I'd love to hear you explain this one. You ready? It's absolutely fascinating. So, you know how some people say that different animals have a sixth sense? Well, squirrels, in their inner ear, they have what's called a nut drum. A nut drum? Yes, of course. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So, you know how people, like us, we have an inner ear and it holds our eardrum, right? Squirrels have the same thing. But in their inner ear, they have what's called a nut drum, or its Latin name, a cornus percussionus. A cornus percussionus? So how does it work? I'm glad you asked. So, the composition of nuts, more specifically the proteins and amino acids, right? They have the same frequency as the nut drum in a squirrel, right? And so when the ground shakes, nuts are much more sensitive to the movement of the earth than our feet. So they can hear an earthquake days in advance. Days in advance? That doesn't make sense. And furthermore, do you even have proof for that? This guy, right? Of course I have evidence of this. I've been researching this for 10 years. After I landed that job with National Geographic, I gave them my research and told them that I knew what I was talking about, and they think so as well. And furthermore, let me ask you a question. How many dead squirrel bodies have they recovered after every earthquake in San Francisco? First of all, dude, you don't work for National Geographic. And secondly, why in the world would I know how many squirrels died due to earthquakes in San Francisco? Alright, first of all, yes, I do work for National Geographic. I landed that job 2 years ago. Secondly, I'm your financial backing for Berean Talk because otherwise you would be funding it with birthday money. Dude, would you just tell me how many squirrels die due to earthquakes in San Francisco? Christian, it's a big fat 0. Well, technically it's 1, but that squirrel had epilepsy and didn't make it. But other than that, no squirrel's going to sit there for 2 days knowing that an earthquake's coming on the San Andreas fault line. Actually, you have a point, because I've never heard of a squirrel getting killed during an earthquake. Even birds get killed during earthquakes. But you're telling me a squirrel can bury a nut 6 inches in the ground and predict an earthquake 2 days in advance? Yes, bro. That's exactly what I'm telling you. And, wait, hold on. Yes, I had to simplify it for you, but there are plenty of animals that can predict different situations in nature. Dude, give me another example of some animal predicting some sort of event. Aside from deer hiding from thunderstorms, and I do that. That's not impressive. Yes, absolutely. Do you know what flies, roaches, and rats all have in common? They predict financial hardship and unsanitary environments. Dude, I'm out. Christian, wait, just... Incompetent buffoon. Well, actually, let me look at those scripts. Oh, this week on Berean Talk, blah, blah, blah. That's actually not bad. Hey, Christian, this isn't bad.